Purity. Divine Deities. By Rye Brewer. Chapter 1. Life is a balancing act, but not in the way most people think. It's not an internal battle, a constant give and take between your light and dark sides. You cannot be one or the other. That's a philosophical mistake that everyone makes. People are not capable of being fully light or fully dark. We all have goodness and badness within us. Inside we are gray. Therefore, balance is impossible. The real balance comes into play in an external sense, between people and the face they show the rest of the world. When I was little, my stepmother told me that there would always be a fight for equilibrium between the powerful and the weak. But Gia, goddess of evergreens, knows nothing about power. She was minor. Insignificant. Nobody cared about trees that stood tall for centuries and never changed. That was not power. That was nature. It could not be helped. However, Gia was close to the truth in her statement. She got one thing right: power is important but not in relation to weakness. Rather, the world is constantly struggling to maintain stability between those who have the courage to achieve power and those who do not. I was born the second eldest daughter of Zoran, god of arts and literature. I always thought he was ridiculous. A god with influence over the very things we live our lives in, art and language and beauty, should have had the gall to become more than a minor influence in the immortal realm. He could have been great, but instead he fumbled and lost everything. He even lost his daughters. Despite my heritage, I wasn't going to follow the same pathetic path. I was going to be great. I was going to be powerful. When it came to balance, I would be on the side of the scales, tipping closest to glory. It was early in the morning. The sun was fighting to rise on the horizon. I noticed that about the Underworld, the sun was heavier here. It was swollen and lethargic, fighting against the night each time morning came. In contrast, the moon blossomed in the sky with ease, welcomed by the shadows that persisted in this realm. Balance. When I first learned that I would be traded to a prince of the Underworld, in exchange for the assistance my father desperately needed from the king of hell to gain back his lost kingdom, I spent only a few seconds hating him for it. It was easy to hate Zoran. Over the years, it came so naturally that it took up too much of my headspace, so I learned to become indifferent to my father. Instead of taking offense at being treated like a shiny toy, I saw the opportunity clear as day. If I played my cards right, I could be...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?